You're acting like a man who has options. You don't. I'm in.
Don't trust him. He's working on your father's orders.
You know how this goes, John. You can serve time for assault, or you can reconcile with Daddy.
This is disgusting. Johnny did not beat up some guy.
Well, why don't you tell me your version of what happened?
What Lulu said.
How'd you get that little bruise on your hand, John?
I punched a wall.
Oh.
I wish I'd hit the guy who was interviewing me. It would have hurt a lot less.
Well, that's not what the police say. They have a man who's willing to testify that you beat the crap out of him.
Well, that's a lie. Anthony had some guy beat up and paid him to accuse Johnny. For all we know, it could have been your idea. Sounds like something you would come up with.
Interesting theory, Lulu. Do you have anything resembling proof?
You know we don't. My father covered all of his bases.
Which brings us back to square one. Look, we have a victim and a statement. We also have your arrest record, which includes several public brawls. Add in that ugly little bruise on your hand, that equals to a guilty verdict. So, unless you want to go to jail, John, you better start being practical.
I need to take the suspect for processing and fingerprinting.
Be sensible, John. I'm your ticket out of here. You know, it's going to be quite some time until John is processed. You might want to leave and come back later.
You might want to stop telling me what to.
Just trying to help.
How do you live with yourself? I mean, really, do they pay you enough to justify the crap that you're pulling?
Well, now that's an interesting attitude, considering I'm trying to get your boyfriend out of jail.
You helped Anthony set Johnny up. Why do you bother messing with other people's lives?
Lulu, you expect miracles. You want John to be an ordinary guy.
That's what Johnny wants to.
No, he's not. He's never going to be. And the sooner you accept that, the easier it's going to be for everybody concerned, especially John.
I'm still here.
Now we have to discuss your case.
I've asked for a public defender.
Well, good luck with that.
I hope you burn in hell, and I hope you bring Johnny's father with you.
I seen you too.
You know, Rick and my father may be evil, but they're not stupid. They've done a nearly perfect job framing me.
No frame is perfect. We can fix this. Dad?
Down here, sweetheart.
What are you doing under there?
Oh, I'm just taking care of a little business.
Isn't that where the cheat button is?
Cupcake. You do me proud. So, what's up?
Well, Johnny's been arrested, and Anthony framed him, and Rick wants him to go back to his family, but that's the last thing that Johnny wants.
Hey,
And
hold on, back up. Start over. Why did Anthony frame his son?
Because Johnny left his family. He wants nothing to do with his father or the business.
And the old man didn't take it well.
He's not happy unless Johnny is under his thumb, so he had some guy beat up. He had him paid to ID Johnny, and Johnny doesn't have an alibi, and Rick Lansing agreed to represent him only if he goes back to the family. What do you think?
These guys are good.
But you're better.
Flattery. You really want me to do this, don't you?
Johnny would rather go to prison than go back to his family.
Well, if he gets sent up, I'll get him out. But let's don't get ahead of ourselves. First, we have to expose the frame-up.
How are we supposed to do that? Johnny doesn't even know the guy who claims he beat him up.
Well, then that's where we start.
We?
Papa still has a trick or two to teach you, princess. Let's go.
I'm